Here's a bit of a simp test for you. All right. Because, some guys are going, well, how do I know I'm simping? When do I know that I'm simping? Like, how do I stop? We'll get to the solution in a minute, but how do I know that I'm a simp? All right. Well, you can start by constantly trying to impress women. Are you constantly trying to impress women? Right? Are you constantly, telling them that they're beautiful on social media? Are you constantly dropping hearts and DMing them whenever they post a picture? Somebody that, you're following because you're a big fan, right? Are you? Ask yourself that question. I don't follow any women on any of my social media. I don't like, there's lots of beautiful women out there that I can look at and admire, of course, because beauty is something that you're going to just check out, right? But I don't follow them because I don't want to get distracted on, for my purpose. I know what I'm doing. I don't need to look at, boobs and butt all day long. I'm not a dork. I got stuff to do, right? That is something that you got to ask yourself. Are you constantly trying to impress women? Showering women with compliments and money. Okay, the money is a big part of this simp economy today because a lot of these thirst traps out there on the different platforms, doesn't matter if it's Twitch, OnlyFans, Instagram, Snapchat, Instagram, OnlyFans, mix it up, whatever comes next. A lot of you guys are throwing loads of money at these women. Loads of money. Cam girls. Like, these women couldn't care. Let me put it to you this way. If she was walking down the street with a glass of water in her hand and you were on fire, she'd probably keep walking while drinking the glass of water. Okay? There's no, like, you're not going to get any benefit out of throwing money at a woman. She's got to have genuine burning desire for you. You can't buy your way into her heart. You can buy your way into her heart if you got loads of money. I've seen some rich nerds. I've shared this story before. There was a little Danny DeVito looking dude that owned 3 of the buildings back in the 90s when I was working down at Young and Shepherd, and he kept a whole wall full of exotic cars down there. Different girl every time I saw him. Different hot girl every time I saw him. Little Danny DeVito looking dude. Well, that amount of money will get you the girls. But the amount of money that most Sims throw at the girls, it's nothing. It just piles in. It's like $10 from this guy, $10 from this guy. Oh, he made a $24 donation. Oh, this guy's a super fan. He paid $100, $500, whatever. It doesn't even matter. She just looks at you guys as paychecks. You're basically tax cattle. Are you white knighting? Are you constantly trying to swoop in to protect the honor of milady? Are you? White knights are the worst, I got to tell you. White knights, simps, simpy white knights, they're brutal. Most of them come from a weak household, okay, where father was non-existent or he was just a pussy, and mom just, molded him into some weak, pathetic beta male. She basically molded him into what the father never was because she wanted that in her life. But at the end of the day, she doesn't want to sleep with that little boy. She sends that little boy off into the world, calls him a man, but he's still a little boy in his head, thinking that if he's bending the knee and always nice and doing the dishes, we have this epidemic now of chore play with married couples. And if you're not familiar with what chore play is, it's basically where husbands are doing chores around the house that would conventionally be done by his wife in order to get intimacy. So he's trying to exchange doing the dishes, taking care of the kids to extracurriculars, cut the grass, put away the dishes, hang the shelves. He's trying to exchange all of that for a little bit of starfish intimacy in the bedroom once every couple weeks, if he's lucky. That's what chore play is. That's simping type of behavior. It's silly, right? You're trying to negotiate desire with a woman. I will do all of these things for you because we are equals, and you will want to enthusiastically jump my bones. This is the thinking that they have going through their heads. That's not how it goes down. Women need to have genuine burning desire for you. I think it's the second or third chapter in my book. I spent a lot of time putting that information together for you and giving you a way to assess it, because it's important to understand what it looks like and why you should always seek to get it from women. If you're not getting it, you're wasting your time. On a scale of 1 to 10, 9 and 10 would be genuine burning desire. 7, 8 would be indifferent. She kind of likes you, but she's not sure. Maybe she needs to shit test you a little bit to see if you really are the man that she thinks that you might be. And then 6 to 1, detractor. She could not care if you stopped breathing, if you didn't get up in the morning. You are invisible to her. And almost all the simping behavior goes to women that are completely oblivious to who you are. You're invisible to them. They don't care. Simp tests. Getting little to zero success with women. What does that mean? I mean, if you want to go out with a girl, you want to be intimate with her, you want to have a good time with her, are you getting success with that or not? Because if you're not, you're probably simping too much. Other stuff that ties into that, like texting back way too fast and persistently and good morning and good night every freaking day, multiple days straight, several times in a row. There was this one screenshot I had. I think I shared it on an Instagram story at one point, and it was like this guy just kept going down. It was like, day number 13 of asking you to be my girlfriend. Day number 14 of asking you to be my girlfriend. It's like every day this dude would send a text message to this chick. And I got this screen capture. I don't know who sent it to me, but it's like every single day with a new time date stamp. Dude's like, day number 16 of asking you to be my girlfriend. Day number 17. It just kept going on and on and on. Simping, right? Texting back too persistently, too fast, too enthusiastically when she's got no desire for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these supers right here. Hold on. One man's chorus. Rich, don't you think toxic masculinity is kind of a hoax? It doesn't exist outside of website headlines. It is not enforced on men. Masculinity is weaponized against men. Real men do X. Is it a hoax? Yeah. All that it is just anything that the feminine imperative doesn't like, that doesn't serve it. Okay. We're not making enough money. We don't have enough days off. We should have more free, insert whatever it is. And some guy or a group of men get in the way of that. They'll just throw, that's toxic masculinity on that, right? There's no such thing. There's just masculinity, okay? When there's a war, when the floods come, when there's a hurricane, when there's a tornado, and they got to call in the National Guard to come and fix shit. When the 2 planes slammed into the Twin Towers, okay, 20 odd years ago, and they were about to come crumbling down. Who was running up into those buildings? Men, firefighters, police officers. It was men that were running up those stairs to try to save everybody up there screaming, not being able to find a way out. And they call that toxic masculinity today. It's just conventional masculinity because, again, like I said, anytime the feminine imperative, a female first primary social order, doesn't get what it wants from men, then they start slapping labels on it to try to insult and degrade and diminish what it is that you're doing. And yeah, it's a form of weaponization. Yeah, I would agree with that.